I don't think that that's fair to say something of that nature when you look at the two of them in their background combined. Lashley and Brock combined have done more outside of wrestling than any of the guys we've mentioned have been able to accomplish outside of wrestling. I mean, those guys, Brock Lesnar was the best UFC fighter on the planet.
What are they doing, though? What are they doing? Are they playing football? Are they playing, they're doing UFC? What are they doing?
Well, again, that leads back to the creativity of the guy in charge. Tony Khan lets these guys...
No, that's not my question. What are they doing? You said that they were doing most achievements out of people outside of wrestling. Okay, but what are they doing?
What do you mean? UFC? MMA?
No. What were they doing when they faced each other?
Oh, they were wrestling.
Exactly. So none of that other stuff matters.
I understand that, but at the same time, how can somebody have a voice and explain what they want to do when the guy that's in charge doesn't let them do what they want to do? I mean, you're talking about a guy that had.
It's like that in work too. Are there certain lessons you want to do that you probably can't do because you have to do your curriculum?
Here's the deal. You're talking about a guy that had AJ Styles for Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania, and it was an absolute dud. That's a reference. Because you look at the whole thing, and again, Cassidy Haynes came on our show 2 weeks ago, and he said...
He's not wrong. I'm just
How can these guys do what they want to do if they're not able to be allowed to do it because they're handcuffed?
No, we all know they're handcuffed. He's not wrong. But knowing that information and what we expect, wouldn't that prove that all it would ever be is suplexes?
Of course.
And then a couple of it's not going to be anything good. Like, we all know that, you kind of admitted it was never going to happen.
So but that doesn't mean it can't
never be a dream match.
Mine's a dream match. That to me, I don't think that's fair. Because in any other promotion, that's a dream match. I mean, if they wrestled in UFC, the two of them, that'd be fucking awesome. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just they're unfortunately they're handcuffed. It was a match I've wanted to see for years. There are very few guys in the business of wrestling that want to really work with Brock. They don't really want to work with him because they're afraid they're going to get pushed over, and two, they're afraid to fight him in the ring because of things that have happened in the past with unsafe stuff. Bobby Lashley had the balls to say, what did Vince McMahon say? I want to fight Brock Lesnar. God bless him for saying that, by the way. Because somebody had the kahunas to tell Vince, I want to fight Brock. Because there ain't many people that want to do that. I can tell you that. Okay? And that's where I give Bobby Lashley a ton of credit. Because the thing about Bobby is he has the same background as Brock. And they should have made it more of a UFC-style match. Unfortunately, Vince McMahon did not do that. It should have been more UFC-style, ground and pound.
Like what AEW did with Hager? Is that what you mean?
Somewhat, a little bit.
So like in the steel cage and everything?
That would have been better. Well, the difference is because Wardlow is not an MMA fighter, so it was kind of tougher. You have two guys that can legitimately do a MMA fight, that know the background and style of how it is ran. Hager had to carry the match.
I don't think
Vince would never do that.
No, I don't think it would ever work in a shoot way. That's the thing.
Not that, but I mean, you look in the past, they've done... I mean, when Ken Shamrock was here, they used to do Lions Den matches all the time. He did a Lions Den match with Owen Hart. He did it with Steve Blackman. So to me... And those matches were good matches. And Owen Hart didn't have any MMA background. And those matches were good matches. So to me, it's worked in the past. I think the thing about the Hager match was Wardlow doesn't have a background in MMA. So it's kind of, it's harder. It's more challenging. Bobby was really good in MMA, and Brock was the best on the planet at one point. I mean,
how many matches did he actually have? I think he only had a handful.
Let me tell you something. He won a championship.
I know he did.
He won in his third match. He won the UFC Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Which is as impressive as it gets. Listen, go ask CM Punk how hard it is to be in MMA. He got his ass kicked in his first fight. He quit.